There are some parts of a journey you just never forget. Your first goal, your first trophy, your first league win, the first time you go invincible, your first game in Europe. We have ours today. It's a journeyman. Welcome in. We take our first step into Europe today, the first qualifying round of the Champions League with Newtown FC. We had a very good season last year. I've tried to add quality. It has been difficult. We still have money. It's still early still basically pre-season for us. It's just that we're in Europe this year, so it starts a bit quicker, competitive games ahead of us. We don't know how it's going to play out, but let's cover the signings so far. There's been no real big outgoings. Jay Griffiths and Reese Martin both leave the club. Reese Martin only on loan. He's one of our youngsters. Jay Griffiths, another youngster. He wasn't getting anywhere near the team. We've just allowed him to go on a free. We made 3 signings so far. You might recognise one of those names, so let's cover that one first for die-hard Hunkle maniacs out there. Josh Wells, who spent last season at 3rd place Carnarvon, joins us. We have previous. He was a big game changer in my land of giant save on Twitch. 6'4". He has not hit the ability that he did when we were in that save. However, I think we can get something out of him. For this level, he's quite good. We did notice him when we played against Carnarvon. Still no idea how to pronounce that properly. Doesn't really have a lot of pace or acceleration to him, but being 6'4" and good in the air, pretty happy with that pickup. Again, free transfer. He's actually on pretty decent wages, as in we've kept him quite low, £170 per week. Excited to see how he gets on this season. One of the things for our last season that wasn't super evident was I was continually having to switch out Harry Lennon, Ash Kigbu, some of the centre backs, and it was difficult because in those tough, important games, I always went to the same back three. We'd like to be able to just field just different defences in general, because we're going to have European football, hopefully, a bit longer this year, and obviously let's go for the cups again. To help at centre back, we actually brought in a bit of quality. Ronnie Nelson. Now, Ronnie Nelson, very good in the air, not mobile like a lot of our defenders. He is pretty slow, aggressive, good decision making, positioning solid, consistent, good at this level. I'm a little concerned about him being injury prone, etc. But from what we found or seen previously, if you're consistent and you're good in the air, you're going to get on very well in our system in this league. So expecting him to do bits. He is 21 years old, 6'5". I'm going to say this right now. I guarantee goals. I just think he's going to slip into that Harry Lennon role. Harry Lennon's still about. But he's going to slip in that Harry Lennon role, and toward the end of the season especially, that guy came up clutch. I expect Ronnie Nelson to deliver a goal or 2 from set pieces. This speaks more to how difficult it has been to recruit so far. Alex Babos comes in, central midfield option, can actually play anywhere up the spine of the team. You look at his attributes, he's not amazing. I don't like that he dwells on the ball, but very consistent. Could improve to be a leading player at this level. Doesn't like big matches. He has to improve off the ball. We need somebody. Alex Babos comes in. I think he can do a job. I pray he does a job. It's going to be difficult. He's unregistered for this first match. He only just came in. That is unfortunate because we are going to struggle in midfield here. But overall, pretty happy. Vision, passing. Think he'll make a suitable Mazzala for us when we need to call upon him. We're a busy team. We are looking at some other players. We're looking at another centre-back, another Mazzala. We got Graham Roberts might be on his way out. Owen Hesketh, I'd really like to bring in. He's a shadow striker I would convert him to a striker if we get him. Terrell Whitaker, another winger / striker. So we're trying to get players in. As you can see, Owen Hesketh, really interested in him, paying him good money to try and get him in. But in general, we have many, what is that term? Many rods in the fire? Is it rods? How would I put rods in the fire? We got some options. I don't know. It's maybe too early. I don't know. My mind. We take on Inter Descaldes in the first qualifying round. Team from Andorra. We don't know much about them. They're semi-professional, as are we. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Really don't know much about them. My thinking is if we were to blow them out of the water in the first game, we're playing at home, then we maybe bring you the next round rather than just bring you the 2 games against them. Ideally, we smash them here, and I go, hey, I'm not going to blow that lead, and then we move on, because we need to get the season up and running, but the European games is quite exciting. I think we'll bring you European games through the qualifying as quickly as possible, ideally. We'll see how we get on. Generally got an issue at centre mid today, so Monroe will have to play. Not an ideal player. Good vision, admittedly, so maybe he can kick on there. We're also missing Figueroa. He is off on international duty, or he's travelling from international duty. We can't fill the bench because we're lacking players. Again, really early in our season, we will improve. But the rest of the team looks like this. The main change from last season, Nelson comes in for Harry Lennon. Pritchard's going to have to start on the right, Cranston on the left, Josh Essen up top, Malone is a Mazzala. It looks alright. You know, it's the core of what won us the treble, what kept us undefeated last year. But we can't rule out we could be blown out of the water here. We just don't know anything about this Andorra team. As you can see, the defense is a bit ropey in terms of fitness. It's really early in the season. We've played a handful of games, and as you can see, we haven't got a huge amount of depth, so some of these guys literally just played a couple of days ago. Maybe not a couple of days ago, but it was like 4 or 5 days. Josh Wells comes in. We'll give him number 14. You know, set pieces, I want to see him towering above everyone. 6'5". Not super mobile, but very good in the air. And with that back 5, I'm hoping that is going to be enough for us. First time seeing the all the pomp and circumstance of the Champions League, so that's nice. So funny, the first thing we get into is Champions League. Now, I know it's qualifying, so it's not the same, but it means the same to us. It'll mean a lot more if we win this game. Olston on the corner. Where's Nelson? There he is. He's hit the post. Quick, turns it in, and I think that's 1-0. I guaranteed he'd be a handful. I did. I guaranteed it. Nice header from Nelson. Comes off the post and Quick just turns it in. Lovely. A good start. A quick start. One for the dads. Perry or Pear knocks it long. We don't win the header, but it looked like Monroe steals in there. Ball to Pritchard. Can he drive forward? I'd like to rack up a score here at home, and then we don't have to really worry. Oh, Josh Essen. He blazed it over. Another Folston corner. Death by corners, please. Oh, almost just doesn't dip enough. Grazes the top of the net. Definitely in control here. Almost disappointed to only be 1-0 up at half time. I tell him I'm pleased. Just need to kick on, get a couple more goals, make us feel better. First real chance for them. Dodds takes it down to Folston. Dodds back to Campbell. We just get this one clear, boys. Campbell launches it forward. He does find Cranston. Real nice. Pull back to Webster. Webster and Cranston, they're very familiar with each other by now. Oh, great ball forward to Cranston. Cranston finds Pritchard. Essen, and he's dragged it wide. It's a game where Josh Essen really looks out of sorts, and that is one of the positions I'd like to bolster this season. I want to find a striker who can come in when Essen's not firing, come in, get a job done. That has been Figueroa last season, but we can't ask Figueroa to play 2 positions all year. Figueroa also is already looking to move on at the end of this year. Hopefully we can convince him otherwise, or we can get him signed a new contract when that does happen, but yeah, it's going to be difficult, I think. Pritchard coming forward now. Can him and Essen link up? He finds Essen. Can he kill this game? No. Wow. Really thought that was going to be the second goal. Nelson's actually not having a great game, even though he was involved in the first goal. We'll take on Harry Lennon now. Should have probably taken on Josh Wells, to be honest. Webster, good header away. Cranston catches it on his toe, driving forward. Nice little run. Finds Pritchard. A lovely ball forward for Josh Essen. He does deliver this time. It's 2-0 to the good guys. I'm happy to see that one going. I think I think Dan Quick needs to come off. He's looking pretty ropey on the cover. This could be a chance to get Josh Wells in the game. He's not super mobile though, but very few of my center backs are. It's a lovely ball. He is onside. Times it perfect. Josh Essen makes the run. It's a nice little finish. I'm going to pause quickly because I think this is our last chance to make subs. No, it's not because we've only made one sub. So Dan Quick coming off. Josh Wells coming on. And we don't have a lot of options on the bench that look great. Yeah. Josh Essen's going to come off. We're going to throw in Turrell. Now, I know Josh Essen just scored, but he's looking pretty ropey. We need him for the next leg, which comes in a week. I want to get through this round, because the next round is probably going to be quite... That's a penalty. Kean Pritchard going to take it. So I think this is good enough that we can probably say, you know, we expect to go through if we score here. Thankfully, I didn't jinx myself. Pritchard scores 3-0 up. We expect to go through to the next round. What I'll probably do is we will skip the next game and I will bring you the following round, whatever that may be. Oh, exciting. Now, obviously, if we lose, I'll come back and I'll be quite sad. But I think that's the sensible thing. We want to move this save along. We want to get as much football played as possible. Lennon knocks it long. Turrell running in behind. Could he grab a goal? Oh, it's just wide. I don't mind Turrell. He's just not going to be good enough to be our second option up top. Boston rinsed as well. All the centre backs just... I don't think I've got any more on the bench. Turrell in and he scored. Apologies, I caught myself yawning there. A lovely finish, 4-0 up. I'm going to take on Robert Hughes at this point. Just change out one of the midfielders. We've looked really good. We've performed really well. I consider us favourites to go through now. We probably were beforehand, but you know, it's different in practicality to what the media thinks. Very different. Lennon launches one in behind. Turrell's going to get there. He's feeling himself now. I can't believe that. Okay, we should have been shooting on sight. 5-0. Bring on the next round. Launched over the top. Turrell, good movement. Chases it. And he just has a go. And to be honest, their keeper, well, less said the better. Beautiful. 5-0 win. We feel comfortable. Let's move to the next round. I don't know if we get any money for these qualifying rounds. Like, it wouldn't take a lot of money for us to be like, oh my god. So, you know, exciting. Also makes a Newtown debut. Classic Pritchard on form. Lovely. So our next game is a week away, so I will fire through that game and we'll come back when we know who we're going to play in the next round. Tragedy has struck. Our goalkeeper has been sold. We didn't want him to be sold. The board have stepped in. Luke Campbell being sold to Luton for a measly 8.25k. Only silver lining here is we will accept a loan back for this season. But yeah, not what I was anticipating to happen. So it doesn't even put us in positive money. I mean, that's just the problem of playing in Wales, I guess. We move. Well, this might be no surprise to anyone. We did win the second leg. Josh found his shooting boots. Just the 7 goals for Josh. 9-0 win. I think that pretty much guarantees that we've gone through. 14-0 on aggregate. I must say, it's fun when you run into a team like this in Europe, but it really does set us up for a fall, potentially, when we face somebody, you know, we've heard of. We get 286k, so that certainly will help us. Might even put us in the positive for the first time. in a long time, since probably when we joined. As we go down, yeah, it puts us in the positive 21k. We just want to keep this cash cow moving. I actually forgot we already do know who we play. We play Karabag in the next round. Now, Karabag is a team that did make the Champions League in real life a couple of years ago. I think this might be beyond us. Karabag from Azerbaijan. We just got to hope that the fact that Azerbaijan's not a loaded league, that it's kind to us. But yeah, I'm not counting my chickens on this one. We have actually signed one more player. We've signed another centre back. Scott Butler joins. Again, you just look at him and you go like, he's gonna do well at this level. Very strong mentals. Physicals aren't terrible. Acceleration's a little low. Everything else looks pretty good. Just another guy that I can rely on winning those headers. That's what I like to see. He's probably one of the better of the centre backs we've brought in. Consistent, likes big matches, good in the air, brave. I expect him to be a beast. In as many weeks, we get our second signing. Terrell Whitaker has chosen us. We missed out on the shadow striker / advanced forward I was hoping to develop. He's gone to the New Saints, which is frustrating. But hey, if they want to play dirty, they can play dirty. We'll focus on the players that we want. Terrell Whitaker was high up on that list. He can play on the wing. He can play up top. Will he be the guy to support Josh Essen? I don't know. I hope so. If we look at Terrell Whitaker, the thing that drew me to him was his consistency, but his pace. He can finish. Composure is decent. I think he'll be a useful player. Can play anywhere across that front line. So gives us real options off the bench. I like him. I'm hoping before the next round we get a chance to register some of these players, because we're bringing in some good players. We're going to need them against Karabag. New centre mid joins us, Darren Oldiker. I was drawn to him because of his vision. I think he can sit in and play that deep line playmaker role quite well. Looks to also have free kicks. Oh, he does. He's got free kicks. That's great. Yeah, looks a pretty good player. Doesn't enjoy big matches. That could be a concern. Finishing's pretty poor, but have him sit in that deep line playmaker role. I think he can deliver. I know we only have like 2 central midfielder roles, but we got so many games potentially. If we do what we did last year and we go it long in all the cups and stuff, players don't need to be concerned. I'm pretty happy to add as much quality as possible before the season starts. And centre midfield was probably a position we were lacking in. Right, we can't replace anybody here. So why is it giving me the option? Really frustrating that we can't register anybody for Europe yet. Anybody new. We're off for the 3rd round today. 3rd qualifying round even. I think we'll just give it the old advance to end and see who we get. Or potentially who we get. Apoel or Slavia Praha. So if we get past Karabag, potentially winnable tie as well. Like, if we can get past Karabag, I fancy our chance there. Great news. Kyrie Pierre has signed a new deal. 3-year deal. Fantastic. Don't want to lose more key players. Campbell is off to join Luton. I'm kind of gutted that we're at the point where we're like 8k is a great deal. It's an absolute crime. It's just get picked on in FM constantly. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Right, so also registering Luke Campbell, who played in every round so far, counts as a new player. Come off it. So I can't add anybody else. Because it would also be maximum 1 replacement. I'm not going to replace him. This is ridiculous. Those players are not going to be happy, but there's literally none I could do. Hopefully they don't kick off, because I can't do anything. Shaka's Newtown leaves out star players. No, I haven't. I haven't left them out. Can't do anything. So they're heavily favoured by the fans and the pundits. But, you know, maybe maybe a strong home tie could deliver us a shock here. Get through the home leg. If we can get a positive result here, I back us. I don't know why, but I do back us away from home. I feel like that makes typically teams attack us more, and it leaves them open to the counter. And we have pace on the counter, that's for sure. I'll say one thing, if we're able to navigate another round before we get further into the season, I think I want to take a look at the full-backs. Maybe see if we can improve. I like Dodds. I like Webster, but I don't think we've got adequate cover there. Figueroa still away on international duty. That does hurt us for this game for sure. So, same lineup as last time, other than Pierre's back, so he plays Mazzala role. Malone moves along to the DLP role, and Monroe drops back to the bench. Yeah, we're gonna give it a try. I think we'll probably have to adjust as we play, but I want to start positive. We're at home. Can we shock them? I'm not sure how many rounds we have to get through to actually get ourselves to a group stage, because if we get to group stage, we make some serious money, potentially. Okay, that didn't go down well. Tell them to make a difference. Make a bloody difference. Folston's confused. I hope he gets his head in the game and delivers some beautiful set pieces for us. This could... oh dear. This could go bad quick. They have a free kick on the edge of the area. They've hit the bar. We survive. It's too early to suddenly abandon the entire game plan, but they gave us an early scare. Folston, here we go. Nelson, we've hit the post. Oh, end-to-end stuff. Set pieces could be the decider here if it continues like this. Wow. We've both hit the woodwork early doors. Dodds, good interception. Now, Pritchard coming forward. Can he find it? Josh. Josh is way offside now. Oh, Malone with a shot. Big worry is missing Figueroa because he's on international duty during these early games in Champions League qualifying. Does really hurt us, especially the way we did a lot of our good football last year. We give away a pen. Oh no. Luke Campbell up against Rodriguez. It's a great save. We're still in it, boys. Massive. Luke Campbell launches it. Now Josh doesn't go up and win the header, but the defender misses it. We got to try and put that kind of pressure on the back line. Get the ball in behind, get Josh running towards goal. Good tackle, quick. Cranston plays it forward. Josh Essen. Got a lot to do. Oh, he lifts it. It just doesn't dip enough. Opened up his body, took the shot, didn't hit the target. If he had, it probably went in. Keeper was in no man's land. I'm going to encourage your team. Another set piece. Oh, come on, boys. This is a difficult one to defend. And we don't defend it. Because they get a free man at the near post. There's no way to stop that. I hate this game. Everyone's maybe getting marked. Everyone's maybe player marked. One guy just, I'm just chilling. Fantastic. They've been the better team, but it still feels horrible going in behind. Because I don't think they've been that good. Josh Essen needs to find his shooting boots. This is the big problem. He goes from non-existent to 7 goals. In other fixtures, he can do the same literally any game. Malone plays Essen. Essen has to move it out wide, surely. To Cranston. Tries to drive it. Tries to drive it through a player. Win that ball! It's a mistake. It probably leads to a goal because this game is as predictable as the tide. Need I say more? It's probably too early to start talking about bring on FM24. But at least when this is patched, they have to get rid of how the opposition only scores one way. We've been giving them a game and suddenly at 2-0 down, we're just pumping the ball forward. Not even trying to compete. I mean, It's laughable, really. It's really not how this game should operate at all. The team should... I don't care if the morale has been shot. Oh, they conceded 2. That doesn't mean you change. I haven't told them to stop play any other way. So they shouldn't start going, oh, we just got to pump it long. Oh, yeah, we're 2-0 down, let's pump it long. Makes no sense. Pritchard puts out wide Cranston. Can we grab a goal back? We deserve one and we get one. 3-1. Good work by Pritchard. Pinging the ball out wide. Cranston takes it in stride. Pulls it across and Josh... Well, whether Josh actually scored that or not. It looked like the defender swooped in, but Essen's taking the credit, so fair play. Pings forward, Essen flicks it on. And again, not how I've asked him to play. We don't need to be pinging the ball forward to a poacher. Right, ball in behind. Keeper has come a long way. Finds Cranston. Lovely. Can he play it forward? Needs some help. It's a heavy touch. He loses the ball out wide. Now, losing the ball by taking a heavy touch in that instance shouldn't be seen as like, oh, he's made a monumental mistake. So they better not just run through us and score in our goal. Because I'm fed up of seeing that. That and it's just like, oh, they've got a set piece, so of course it's going to go in. Those are the 2 types of goals. Okay. Okay, 3-2. Oh, it's offside. If this isn't offside, I'm going to go nuts. I mean, it's tight. It's a bad call. The linesman shouldn't be flagging that. Luke Campbell launches it forward. Right, Malone, Folston. Pritchard. Does well get out of trouble. Looking for Cranston. They deal with. Knocked it back forward. Ball through the defence. Oh! Good block. Good clearance. Fair play. We're not giving up any cheap goals. Well, anymore. I'm going to play for set pieces toward the end here. Pritchard probably has to come off. Not having a great game. Turrell's coming on. Folston, who has had a terrible game, but he's my set piece taker. So, kind of doesn't feel great having to make this sub, but we're going to bring on Josh Wells. The whole play for set piece thing goes completely out window without him, to be honest. Currently, we have no one else who can take him. So, a tough, hard to take 3-1 loss. Looks like we're heading for the exits of this competition. Now, when you head for the exits of the Champions League qualifying, we actually get a drop into the Europa League qualifying, I believe. So, maybe not that bad. Time will tell. Come on, Stuck. We couldn't get our best players or our new players in the team. Very disappointed. But silver lining, I think if we go out, we do drop into another competition where potentially there's money to be won. So we will bring you that next time. We'll see. I think I'll go play the Karabag game. I expect to lose. We don't have any more players. Away from home should be tougher. But if by some miracle we turn it around, then we'll get in the next round. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. Join me next time. If you're enjoying the series, hit that subscribe button. Like the video. Tell me, you know, where do you predict we end up? Give me the predictions. Are we going to go all the way in the Champions League? Are we going to go in the group stage? Are we going to find ourselves in Euro Conference League 2? If we do, are we even going to make the group stage, or are we going to be bust? Who knows? I'd like to hear what you think. I will see you next time. It's a journeyman. It's fun, but how many more seasons we probably stay at this team, I don't know. It'd be lovely to parting gift of European football. If we make the group stage, they can maybe go professional. That would be massive for this club. That's my goal. See you next time.